Today I'm going to show you how to use the Notecards feature in NoodleTools. So we'll launch NoodleTools. And once we're in NoodleTools, we'll pick the project that we want to create notecards for. So I'm going to choose the Romeo and Juliet project. And we've already created sources for this project, which is the right order to do it in. You want to make sure that you have your sources cited before you start to create notecards. So we're going to go ahead and click on the Notecards tab. And just like everything else in NoodleTools, if you want to create a new note card, you look in the upper left and you see a green button. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And this is what our note card looks like. So if you just simply read the directions within the boxes, you'll know exactly what to do. Here you can copy, paste, and annotate directly from the article. Here you're going to synthesize that information and put it in your own words by paraphrasing or summarizing what you've copied and pasted. And then here you're going to put original thinking. This is where you would put how it fits into what you're doing. What do you wonder? What do you need to still find in order for you to have a strong case? So first, we're going to title the note card. So this particular note card is from the British Library. We could call it that. We could call it the topic that it's on. So we'll say Shakespeare real life turmoil. We're going to select the source that it's from, which is the British Library. And then we're going to go to our article and we're going to copy and paste, and it's right here. Okay, now from here, I would read this, I would make sure that I understand what it says, and then I would put it in my own words. Now what I've done is I've made a Google Doc and I've already done that, so I'm going to copy and paste from the Google Doc into my note cards. And these again are my own words, my paraphrasing of what the article said. Okay? When you paraphrase, you want to make sure that you don't just change a few words. You want to read it, you want to put it away, maybe say it out loud what you think it's saying, change the structure, change some of the key words, and if you use the same words, you want to use those words in quotes because you don't want to take from their ideas, okay? Or take from their actual words. And then finally, for my original thinking, I put how it fits into what I've done. So I said, does this show evidence of machismo of the patriarchal society? Because this particular article was talking about how Shakespeare actually saw there were real riots going on in London at the time that he was writing Romeo and Juliet. So it talks about that he probably pulled from real life in order to set the stage for Verona. So some of the other things you can do, you can put tags in, and then that would help you sort through your note cards. You can add a URL if you'd like, or a page number. A lot of these are electronics resources, so you don't necessarily have a page number. So once I'm finished, I can save and close. And then my note card is created in this upper corner. If you hover over it, it shows you what's in it. And I recommend that you move the note card away from the corner because every new note card is going to be created right in this spot. So if you create all your note cards, you may think that you lost them, but really they're all stacked up right here. So we'll create another new note card. Okay, and let's see, the next one is from my Blooms article. So you can see I've highlighted this area right here. So I'm going to copy and paste it right in. And this is a much larger quote. I'm going to select which one that it's from, which I want to make sure the title of the article, Tragic Form. Okay, I do need to title it as well. display examples of patriarchy. And then again, I'm going to read this, I'm going to understand it, and put it in my own words, which I've already done in this Google Doc. Okay, and then I'm going to put my original thinking in, again, which I've already done in this Google Doc. Okay, and so now I have another complete note card. So I save and close, and you can see that it put it right in that corner. So now I can move it around. And the idea of this is that you make all of these note cards, you put them in the order that you would write your paper. So you can physically move them around on the page, and then that helps you to structure your paper. Okay, we're going to create one more. And this is from our Gale resource. And the great thing about this is you can go in and edit these note cards. So if you change your mind about something, or say you start to title your note cards and you're not sure if those titles make sense, or you want to you start down one line and you want to make sure that those note cards are all titled similarly, then you can go in and change it. So this one is also talking about, we're going to put the power of patriarchy. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in my own words, which I already did. And this one is about how if you are a servant in a house or a person that lives in a certain house, then the master kind of dictates what you're thinking and all of your actions. And that's also contributes to the idea of patriarchy being responsible for Romeo and Juliet's deaths. Okay, so again, we have our note card. We're going to save and close. It created it in that corner, so we can move it around. Okay, some other things to think about. If you have sources from all one source, or note cards from all one source, you can actually stack them. Okay, you can create a pile. So if you had, say, 100 note cards, you could create piles of 10 or whatever, making them be in a more organized way. Okay, but we're not going to create a note card or a pile because we only have 3. Something else to think about, you can always delete the note cards. You just select it and you can click delete. You can also go in and edit the note card this way. So say I changed my mind and I wanted to change my title, then I could do that here. Okay, one more thing I want to show you is that this bird's eye view, say you had a zillion note cards. This bird's eye view shows you all of the note cards, but look, my bird's eye view has moved and now it looks like I lost all of my note cards. And I've had this happen to students, so I just wanted to show it to you. So if you can see that there are dots on this bird's eye view, then you're okay. You just move it. There we go. You just move it to see where they are, and then they're there. Okay, so that is the note cards feature. Hopefully that helped you a little bit. You do need to know how to summarize or paraphrase in order to really use the note cards feature properly, and that is something we can talk about in another tutorial. Thanks.